Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Welcome in. Let me know you can hear me, please. It's so good to see you all. It is Thursday. My goodness, I didn't know the date. Thursday, February 6th. Welcome in. Welcome back. It's good to see you, YouTuber. Thank you for being here to Mod. Hello, Rusty Pipes. I have new socks on. Chris Miller. Hello, Icy Bama. Michelle Carter, Crazy Cat Lady, Busy Mama. How are you all today? Donna 66. You know, I I put updates because we have some updates from at night, or an update that's actually really serious. And then Jen Coffindaffer, former FBI agent, also weighed in on the case yesterday again. She's been very helpful in, providing law enforcement perspective and facts and kind of helping us see things in a certain way as to how they're going. And she addressed the drama, the blurred lights video, and she passed along a little nugget to us. So we're going to cover all of that today. We're going to go over the X updates and then what Ms. Coffindaffer had to say. And then I'm going to go over for you what may or may next be coming next as far as preliminary hearings, charges, grand jury. What does it mean? How does it happen once the DA gets involved? So thank you so much for being here. Hi, Caroline Miller, Purple Sneakers, Roller Girl, Miriam M, Karen Killerin, hello. Sped Teacher, how you doing? Oh, you have a 2-hour delay today. How nice. We don't get that in Arizona. You get snow delay. Nice, nice. Be careful driving. Hi, Little Red. Thank you for being here. Hi, Elsa W. Good morning, Catherine B. Lori Wind. Hello, hello. Susan, hello. Well, it's good. Hi, Chris Miller. It's good to see all of you. We are going to be talking about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We are approaching the 1-year mark of him being reported missing. Hi, Wendy M. I really hoped when this started that I really am shocked that we're at almost a year, but we still have hope. We still have a lot to do. We're not going to give up. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Susan Gale. Noni McPoppins. Good to see you. Mary Harris. Detroit Rock City. Mosquito Bite. Love the way you write that. Great name. Hi, Patty Visco. We're not giving up hope. We are going to bring him home. There was a really concerning update yesterday at night, and we're going to read that, like I said. And then Jen Coffindaffer, she spoke on the case just really quickly, short video, but very insightful. And then we're going to also talk about what will happen once the DA has it. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Hit that like on your way in. I have serious hope too. I do. We can't give up, right, Caroline? Good morning, Pink Butterfly. Ooh, Pink Butterfly, it's icy there. You had thunder and ice last night. Ooh, lots of weather going on. Sun shining in Florida. It's been beautiful the last couple of days in Arizona, mid-70s. Hi, Marley Goff. Hello, hello. I am going to get on over because I have limited time in the mornings, as you know. So I'm going to get on over to X for us, and I will come back. Oop. There we go. This is the young man we are speaking of today, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He's so cute. The reward right now is $250,000. One thing that the update we are about to read states is that the reward for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers will go up significantly as the 1-year mark approaches. So great news regarding that. I want to point out here, because we've been getting into so much of the dates, right? 25th, 26th. Sumner County Brandon Carter says now it is the 25th Sebastian was last seen. So those of you new to the case, Sebastian was reported missing February 26th, 2024 from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He was 15 at the time. He is now 16. He had a birthday December 7th, 2024. Dog the Bounty Hunter is involved in the case. At Night Private Intelligence, the FBI, the Secret Service, TBI, Sumner County Sheriff's Office. So many people. His father has been a very strong voice to keep this case from going cold. It is not close to cold at all. It is very active right now. And lots going on. It is a case that has been perplexing everyone because as people search for this young man, 5'5", wears glasses, as people search for this young man, they have had their lives threatened. They have had families threatened. They have had people approaching their homes. And now, even more so, there has been a $100,000 hit on individuals. And that's what the update is going to talk to us about today. Okay. This is a public update on the search for Sebastian. Let me enlarge it. There you go. I know some of you don't have X, so you like to, if you want to get your phones out. Public update on the search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Oh, a little bit too large there. February 5th, 2025. There. Statement from At Night Private Intelligence. Sorry, guys. Regarding the search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. At night. At Night continues to call on the public for tips and information regarding the disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 16. Every lead is valuable, and we strongly encourage anyone with relevant information to come forward. Additionally, the reward will substantially increase as the 1-year anniversary of Sebastian's disappearance approaches. That's fabulous. I don't know if increasing the reward, what concerns me, and I want to stay positive, so I think it's fabulous they're increasing the reward. I mean, anything we can do to try to help, to bring him home, to raise awareness, to get someone to come forward. I've just been so perplexed with the $250,000 and no one coming forward that it concerns me, but I hope the raise and reward will be enough that it'll be worth it, right? Better than prison time. Help a young man and save yourself, right? Security concerns and escalating threats. Due to ongoing security threats, At Night has shifted gears after receiving intelligence about a $100,000 hit allegedly placed on members of the team, including Dog the Bounty Hunter, Nick the Hat, and At Night representatives. Can you believe that? A $100,000 hit. A few nights ago, At Night reviewed a direct message addressed to the search team. The sender cautioned in part, "Hit is out, $100K." Wow. This is unbelievable what this case is escalated to. And we thought Summer Wells' case was drama. Nothing compares to this, right? This is just dangerous and terrible. Following this, attorneys representing At Night, its clients and volunteers began receiving threatening emails containing photos of their children and spouses, along with their home addresses in the subject line. These emails were sent to At Night's legal counsel in Philadelphia, Delaware County, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're not finished. I just want to come over and say hi. Good morning, everyone who's come in. I want to remind everyone, members only is Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to, as a thank you for your support, because you've all been all of you have been so supportive. I'm going to be giving away a few Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers merchandise, and proceeds do go to Seth Rogers. Hey, Wilted Lettuce, how you doing? No one coming forward to me means it's related. Yeah, I worry too. Related individuals and friends. Hi, Jay in chat. Hi, back. Good to see you. The threats are absolutely astounding. Hi, Austin Shea. Good to see you. Angel Mom. Yes, the threats, anyone you tell about this, Mrs. Nobody says, in my opinion, I think people are scared off. Oh, wait, let me get rid of that banner. I'm sorry, you all. I am very sorry about that. People may be scared off, or immediate family and friends who are, everyone has something on each other maybe, or loyalty. Not sure. I hope when the raise of the reward will bring a miracle and someone comes forward. If it's going to be substantial, maybe it's enough money for them to realize it's not worth it, whatever they know, saw, heard. Hi, Woman's Warrior. How are you? YouTuber says, do they realize that Ellie knows who is behind the threats? Well, I think that At Night has given out enough hints, but I think that you're right. Law enforcement knows who's behind the threats, is what you're saying, YouTuber. Well, I hope so. I hope so. But, it's just silly, YouTuber. Just like the interviews with different stories and over inconsistencies, I keep thinking, didn't they realize that those are replayable? Those are usable? It doesn't make sense. And now it's, recorded, right? I know, Pink Butterfly. I don't understand. Pink Butterfly said, here, let me put it up here. If I threatened somebody, I'd be locked up. Why not that person? Yeah, because if you're saying, if Ellie knows who it is, why is it being allowed to continue? Maybe something's going to happen. And stay till the end, because Jen Coffindaffer does give a little bit of a nugget, and I'm going to share it with you, not towards the end, kind of 3/4. Okay, let's get back to the X update from At Night Intelligence. Thanks all for being here. We're discussing our sweet Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and we are Sebastian's army. Oops, sorry. Let me make sure you see what I see. Okay. Excuse me. So they began receiving threatening emails. The representatives of At Night, its clients and volunteers, have begun receiving threatening emails containing photos of their children and spouses, along with their home addresses in the subject line. These emails were sent to At Night's legal counsel in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Delaware County, and Pittsburgh. In addition to local and state officials in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the FBI, FBI Philadelphia was also notified. Call for information. If you have any details related to these threats or the disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact Sebastian at manhunts.one via email. You can call or text 844-922-3236 or Dog the Bounty Hunter tip line 833-TELL-DOG. If you have any information concerning Sebastian's whereabouts, contact Sumner County Sheriff's Office, 615-451-3838, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, 1-800-TBI-FINE, or tips.fbi.gov. At Night remains resolute and undeterred. No amount of intimidation will prevent us from pursuing justice for Sebastian. At Night and its partners have no significant updates to report at this time. Nevertheless, we remain resolute in our unwavering commitment to locating Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and diligently pursuing every lead with unwavering focus. We continue to analyze the information received, including public tips and surveillance data, while maintaining ongoing coordination with our partners. And then again, it tells us where to report any information, including the American Embassy or Consulate. Okay? The one thing I do want to point out here, because we've been talking about dates, like I was saying earlier, a review of surveillance footage of Sebastian Rogers from February 25th, 2024 in Hendersonville, Tennessee, suggests he may be in danger. Okay? And here it says in Dog the Bounty Hunter and At Night's flyer, last seen February 25th. So I know we've been discussing a lot about the dates, and I wanted us to notice that was on there, that on here it says footage surveillance says he was in danger, appears to be in danger, and that was on the 25th. Okay. Last seen February 25th. So I want to go back to the one, and I'm going to come in and talk to y'all for a second, and then I want to go back to the one on January 26th about the espionage. This case has it all, doesn't it? I wish it would just be searching for Sebastian, but it's digging through so many layers. Justice for Kylo, thank you so much for the Crime Time Buzz membership before our Saturday 1 p.m. Thank you so much. Please welcome thank Justice for Kylo if you received that membership. Thank you, Justice, for gifting that. So appreciate it. We have Saturday 1 p.m. and I am going to do some Sebastian merch giveaway as a thank you for all of your support and kindness through my mom's passing and bereavement as well. You've all been wonderful. You're a great, great community. I appreciate you all. Hi, Bam Bam. So really unbelievable. So the reward's going to go up substantially, which is fabulous, fabulous news. Okay. The rest is shocking. I mean, I hope not to, Sped Teacher. Sped Teacher said, let me put the comment up. Sorry. I'm just concerned about Detective Carter. I hope he's not stringing Seth along. I think we're all hoping that. I really do. And I hope that the doubts we may have in the back of our minds, worry that he proves us very, very, wrong. Thank you so much, Justice for Kylo. You are so sweet. Justice says, oops, sorry, y'all. Oops. Justice says, I love your channel and your chat. Jay, things here stay calm, and I truly appreciate that. Justice, thank you so much. I'm so glad, and I appreciate all of you who come in here, and help keep it that way. We just don't we don't talk in the ways that incite the hate and the drama. And so I think we all just come in here and can talk about a young man that we care about, right? Little Red says, I'm so tired of the drama and the drama channels making this case a circus. Why can't they just be on Team Sebastian Wayne, Drake Rogers? Imagine the power and the reach we would all have if we all worked together and supported each other. What this community could accomplish, It would be absolutely incredible, and I absolutely agree with you. I'd love to see everyone working together. I truly would. Truly would, my friend. NJ's. Hi, NJ's. Gifted a Crime Time Buzz membership. Growing our members and our family, and our reunion is this Saturday, 1 p.m. We always have a really good time. Very good time. Please thank NJ's if you receive her gift. Very thoughtful. Well, you all, let's go ahead and read the release from At Night on X for espionage. I mean, this case has it all, doesn't it? Flashlights in the backyard, alleged trash trucks in the backyard, images in the backyard, alleged. This is all for entertainment purposes only. We are speculating, formulating opinions, theories about a young man who has disappeared. This is for entertainment, for our theory and opinion, not to be taken as fact. We are not accusing anyone. It is all alleged. Just shocking, all the things we have, the flashlights, the images, the trucks, no evidence. We don't know what we don't know going on. Then we have Dog the Bounty Hunter getting involved in the case. Who would have thought back in last February that was going to be the case? A reward that's $250,000 and about to go substantially higher. Wow, a lot. What was reported as a runaway is certainly not, in my opinion. What was reported as a child who walked away barefoot certainly did not, in my opinion. I could absolutely be wrong. And I always try and tell you all, it's my opinion. I want you to form your opinions and put them in the chat if you want to, so we can all learn and chat and collaborate. No sense to have to agree with each other, because then we're not going to grow. We're not going to grow in our learning what happened. Caroline says, neighboring cameras have been an immense help. Yes, absolutely. After my live the other day, when I got off and I was showing you the two lights in the backyard and all of that, and we were talking about, the time frames and the car dropping off and then moving forward and the two people getting out and the lights now in the backyard, and what backyard was actually being illuminated. It wasn't the commons, y'all. And I showed you, put the maps up. After I got off, there was even better footage that one of our dear friends, Julie, had released, and I'm going to get from her. I just haven't had a chance, and it's shocking. I gasped when I saw it. As soon as I got off my live, it was in my email. Someone had sent it to me, but I want to get the original from Julie. But I gasped. It was someone literally in my eyes standing in that yard. So I will share that with you this evening. Yes, NJ's. Did you watch yesterday's? We're going to talk about it. NJ says Jen Coffindaffer's live was really interesting, and I thought so too, especially the ending information, right? We're going to go over that. We are right after this last update. So let's go ahead and get to it so we don't run out of time. Sorry, you all. I just wanted to see you all before I had to go start my day. And I love starting my day with you, and I don't very often get to do it. Sped Teacher, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for spreading awareness for Sebastian, and let's keep our fingers crossed. He will be found. I'm so invested in this case from day one. Amen. Thank you so much for your kind super sticker, and I totally agree. I've been so invested, and we've got to keep hope. He will be found. We are going to bring him home. That's what we hope for, right? Until someone proves us wrong differently. And we know there are statistics and all of that, but also there's cases that prove those statistics wrong. And we're going to hope until we're shown differently that this is absolutely, we have hope. So let's keep going. Thank you all, though. That was very kind. That's very kind. We're all so invested. I was just thinking about what you're saying. How many people around the world, SPED teacher, are invested, right? We're just, he's captured the hearts. He's captured the hearts. Let's get to this January 26th one about espionage, because we haven't shared it together. You may have already heard it, but we haven't read it as a family. Don't forget family reunion, 1 p.m. Eastern time for members. And I'm going to give away a couple Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers merch. And proceeds do go to Seth. So it's a good cause. Okay. At night, Private Intelligence Agency confirms containment of corporate espionage, attempt, and identity theft. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, January 27th, 2025. At night, Private Intelligence Agency has successfully identified, and contained a coordinated attempt to disrupt its operations through corporate espionage and identity theft. Well, I certainly hope we're going to see charges for that coming soon, right? We've seen so many things that we do want to see charges for. And I do believe there's reasons we're not. I'm hoping. I'm trying to have the utmost of faith that there are reasons, and they are going to be revealed to us, my friends, very soon, in my opinion. I've said that a lot, though, this case, and we've all been discouraged, but we have to have hope. This malicious activity is believed to be part of an ongoing effort to derail at-night search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 16, who mysteriously disappeared on February 25th, 2024, at the age of 15. Since being engaged to assist in the search for Sebastian, At-Night has encountered a disturbing escalation of external attempts to undermine its work. From fake tipsters to fraudulent infiltration attempts, those coordinated efforts aim to misdirect investigators, intimidate At-Night personnel, and obstruct progress in uncovering the truth. On October 3rd, 2024, At-Night discovered the presence of individuals accessing low-clearance materials within its organizational framework. These individuals, identified as part of an external infiltration attempt, were strategically grouped and monitored to minimize impact while collecting intelligence on their activities. By November, and we remember when that was that first time that was announced, that it happened. By November 1st, 2024, the agency had successfully contained these actors, approximately 4 individuals within controlled digital environments. Further investigation confirmed that these actions were linked to 3 coordinated hate networks, including 2 prominent creators and a third-party actor representing the Proudfoot family. On November 13th, 2024, At-Night disclosed additional findings on its official X account, stating, "We have confirmed that 2 individuals attempted to infiltrate At-Night systems by using fake IDs to apply for employment. During the interview process, they provided information that allowed us to conduct background checks and identify pertinent details." Minimal impact, maximum response. While the impact of the breach was deliberately contained and limited, these actions highlight the malicious tactics of external actors attempting to harm At-Night's operations and intimidate those associated with the agency. Tactics such as doxing and identity theft have been used in the past to deter cooperation with search efforts. At Night stands firm in its commitment to safeguarding the privacy and security of its staff, clients, and contributors. The agency is actively exploring all legal remedies available under U.S. law to hold those responsible accountable. Potential legal actions may involve violations of identity theft, unauthorized access, trade secret misappropriation, and related statutes. These include federal laws such as the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act and relevant state-level data breach notification laws. At Night is working closely with its attorneys to ensure that those responsible are brought to justice through appropriate channels. Imagine if the amount of energy that's being put to all of this, unauthorized access, trade secrets, misappropriation, identity theft. Imagine if that kind of expertise was used to help find Sebastian. Wouldn't that be amazing? Instead, it's used to keep people allegedly from finding him. A history of targeted infiltration. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to pop back over, see what you're all thinking. It's shocking, right? It is at all. Sped teacher said Sebastian has captured the hearts of so many people around the world. His infectious smiles leave handprints on my heart. He is. He's just so wonderful. Thank you, all my mods who are here so early. Hi, Misty. Hello, everyone. NJ's, Misty, Wilted Lettuce, Little Red. Thank you for being here to mod. Appreciate you very, very, very much. Hi, everyone. I'm just going through. Want to make sure I saw. Hi, YouTuber. Thank you so much. Well, you all, it's shocking, right? I mean, unbelievable. It's strange because we're talking about a child, and I keep saying this because it's dumbfounding. A child who went missing, who was reported a runaway. Now it's a criminal investigation. When the Amber Alert was sounded, that means abduction, kidnapping, taken. Okay, well, criminal investigation. Hi, Bernadette. Criminal investigation. And we have seen terrible hate against everyone. All three parents, well, both parents and the stepfather, against creators after creators. And Jen Coffindaffer really addressed it. And she said, and I'll share with you some of her words from her live that we're going to talk about, but I'll talk to you since I'm talking about the drama. She was so disheartened by it, and she talked about, she said, in law enforcement, they have to work together, right? Like the local forces and then the state, the federal, they have to collaborate. They have to be civil, even if they don't agree. They may not agree on, she said, the tools. I love the way she explains processes to us that we're not familiar with what goes on. Excuse me, let me get a drink of my orange juice. And she said, I just love the way we've learned so much from her, from procedures, right? But she said, then, they have to agree on what tools they're going to use, who they may be looking at, what direction they want to take. She said there can't be name calling. And all of us who've worked in careers, we know that. You disagree with a coworker, you don't call them the F word. and threaten their mother. You just, you collaborate until you can come to a compromise or a logical decision. So she said then after they collaborate, it goes to, then you have the federal level and the district attorney, like in this case, the local district attorney, and it has to be a strong enough case to move forward. That these individuals, they believe absolutely were involved in the criminal conduct. And then the prosecutor, he'll get involved. He has that one shot, remember? So they want to build that strong case beyond reasonable doubt. She's just, and we know that, but the way she explains it is just amazing. But she did talk about the drama, and she said that she doesn't understand that there are all sorts of hateful things being said and done in the case, and that she said there are certain creators who, in her opinion, have no interest at all in justice for Sebastian. I think some of us will agree with that. She said they don't care, in her opinion, about Sebastian and these cases and these children, and some of us would agree with that. She said they have rap sheets a mile long. They're bashing each other and everyone who's trying to help. And it's sabotaging and surrounding Sebastian's case. And I've said that many times. It's all in Sebastian's name. So that was something that she had mentioned, and she was really discouraged. And she feels like I do, the power we could have if we all work together, right? The power we could have. So she's a former FBI agent. She's just absolutely wonderful. She really is. She just talked about so many different things, and she gave us a nugget in the end. She also talked about the videos, though, the blurred videos, and she said she was not going to address the videos particularly, but the situation. And that's interesting in itself. So you form your opinion why she doesn't want to address the actual videos, the images. But what she did say is that in those, whenever she called it the lights video. So coming from the lights, okay? So it is not footage coming from the lights, because I believe she would know. She said footage like that goes, when law enforcement has it, which she believes they would, goes straight to the FBI, and they have a lab that is phenomenal, she said, in enhancing it. And not making it different, but making it better. And it's critical to see certain things like people, license plates. They can even see just amazing what they can enhance. She also explained that the Secret Service does that too, but they're phenomenal in digital forensic enhancements such as Celebrites and telephones. So she said that footage has been looked at. She said it's the best it could be, and she's sure they would, in her opinion, know who's in that footage. Okay. And she wanted to address the fact that the creator who brought it forward and anyone who's discussed it, she doesn't believe had bad intentions. And that law enforcement has done all the enhancements, in her opinion. Okay. And that she doesn't think Clutch or others had malintentions, and I don't either. Clutch is a great person, friend of our channel, always been very supportive of me and our channel. He's very nice. So she said she is not going to comment on the images. We need to all form our own opinions as far as what's going on, but she believes, people who introduced it believed it has merit, and she can't comment on its merit or not. She does not want to comment on that. Now, she ended with a little bit of a nugget for us about where she thinks the case is. let me come back to you all. I don't know. There we go. Where she thinks the case is. I would, Angel Mom, I've always wondered why they haven't shut them down. I agree. I've wondered about that. Let me put that up there real quick. Hi, Remy Stuff and Blackhawk. How are ya? You're making waffles, Detroit Rock City? Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Hello, Mrs. Nobody. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. So what she thinks for the status of the case is, and remember, she's seen more the footage from the Texas Roadhouse, and she's former FBI. She's seeing things through an investigative law enforcement perspective, and she did see things like people suspiciously watching them eat inside and stuff. But she said that she believes since April of last year, which is when we saw that last big press conference, really one of the only ones. And she said she's basing this on a few factors. She believes they're making progress. She believes they are down the road with a theory. Okay. So, and they'll have to work with the DA on the case, but she thinks they are coming close towards they are coming to a time where they know it's time to make some decisions. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. That's good news. Time to make some decisions. And she also said that she believes this case is not going to be like Summer Wells, who's went missing June 15th, 2021 from Rogersville, Tennessee, which is eastern Tennessee. She does not believe this case will end up like Summers, where it is unsolved. She believes this case is going to have a conclusion and charge individuals. And she did say individuals, plural, okay, who they believe are responsible. So that's really good news that she feels that way. She's pretty honest on her opinions. If you go back and you look at her ex or look at Summer's case or Gabby Petito, she's very good at how she reports things. So that was her update, and I ended up sharing it before I was going to, but she's just so valuable, I think, to our community because of her insight. And I just love what she offers. And that nugget, I think we needed to hear. So things are getting closer, in her opinion, in my opinion. Now, she didn't give a timetable, but she said they've got a theory. And she said, not like Summers, where there's not going to be a conclusion. And they want to bring it to a conclusion and charge individuals that they believe are responsible. And she sees Ellie is getting down the road to doing that. So I am glad to hear that. And I wonder how you feel about this. I kind of wondered, with everything being released, whether I believe things to be, in my opinion, valid. The flashlights around their home the night a young man goes missing. The images, in my opinion, the audio, the inconsistencies, the locked door in the morning, there's no scent. He's not cited absolutely anywhere. So I just, where I go with it, but I want you to form your own opinion. But I think also we're getting close. I think also we're getting close. And I hope so. I really hope so. I know, as we know, they're going to be doing a search in spring and summer out in Tennessee. They want thousands of volunteers out there to help. Dog's going to be out there. The whole team's going to be out there. Now Dogs had $100,000 K hit, apparently, put out on him. So I don't know if that'll change for safety reasons. I don't know. Yes, we looked at the photos, the images night before last. And tonight we are going to look at again. We're going to go over it again. Good morning, me and you, mink coat. We're going to go over it again, and then I'm going to show you the one that's already been out there. But once I got off my live, it had come out. So where you can literally see someone standing in the backyard, in my opinion. Wow, right? Hi, Matthew. They have searched clear to Alabama, Caroline Miller says. Yep, they've been in New York, Oregon, Virginia. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sebastian's mother has evoked her Fifth Amendment right. So, silence, not to have to speak or answer any questions in order to avoid self-incrimination. And that's hard for a lot of us to understand and weigh out when your child's missing. Why would anything you have to say incriminate you? So that's a huge red flag to me. And I know it's her civil right, but this is her child is missing. So for me, I see that. Of course, it's her right, but the fact that she would invoke it when her child's missing is what I see through a different lens. That's what I see in a different lens. Yeah, it's her right, but this is her child. So why would anything incriminate you? So I worry a lot about the inconsistencies, the alleged abuse in the home. The locked door at night and in the morning, I think, is significant. I have said that all along. I just think it's significant. And I mean, KP's said that there is only immediate family who can access the home, lock it and unlock it. So the fact that it's locked at night and locked in the morning and a child's missing and a flashlight ran back to the house, I mean, what are we supposed to think there? And now we saw, when I showed you the other night, two little lights in the backyard. And then why is SF illuminating the neighbor's backyard, which I showed you, the one with the night vision and all the cameras? That's what he showed and was saying, see, no one's carrying anyone. We went through this on the live, but I just want to talk about it. Well, in the common areas, and I'm pointing out to you all via showing you on Google Maps and showing you on what he showed, that was a neighbor's backyard. That was not the common area. And the way he laid those banners, the banner lays right to where it ends under the window and near the two little lights. It's almost like he wanted us to look there. And I was that intentional? But he's paid by his clients. So it's confusing, right? Yes, Caroline Miller. I was not on last night. Did the video come out now too? I heard the broadcast, of course, but did the video come out? Misty, I will, but I don't have my phone in here right now. Okay, everyone, we are going to get back to X. Thank you so much for being here. It is Thursday morning. I've got to keep an eye on the time. Okay, let's get back to X and the January 27th update. November 2024, 2 individuals applied for employment at night using fake identification, intending to infiltrate the organization. During the interview process, these individuals unwittingly provided details that enabled at night to identify their true identities and affiliations with external hate networks. Okay. So what they're saying here is the individuals who applied for employment using fake IDs and tried to infiltrate, they were affiliated with external hate networks, okay? And they found out their true identities. Then in December, reports surfaced of fake tipsters providing misleading information to derail investigations, forcing at night to allocate resources to verify fraudulent leads. These actions were later tied to individuals connected to the Proudfoot family by and through their representative and other coordinated networks. I'm not sure who their representative is other than SF, but I'm not sure because they just say representative, not PI. At Night has remained vigilant, implementing strict protocols to detect and neutralize such attempts while continuing its mission undeterred. At Night urges anyone encountering stolen, shared, or distributed materials related to this breach to report them immediately by emailing tips@manhunts.1 or by calling 844-922-3236. Wow. So what do you all think? What are you all thinking? In that one where, yes, we're going to talk, I was just going to talk about, in that one where, hi, Peter Pan, how are you? Thank you for making sure I got saw all this last night or yesterday. I appreciate it. So it's shocking. So you want to know what I believe? If these threats are at the level of which we're hearing, which I believe they are, I don't believe that they would I do not believe that they would put their reputation on the line, in my opinion, to say something that isn't accurate. Okay. So, and then Jen Coffindaffer tells us that she believes they are down the road with a theory, and this is in her opinion, down the road with a theory, and that she believes they'll bring it to some conclusion and charge individuals that they believe to be responsible. So what I wanted to do today is talk a little bit about the grand jury in Sumner County, and then how the process is going to work also once it gets to the DA. Thank you all for being here. It's shocking we're coming up on the 1 year mark, isn't it? Hi, Valerie. Hi, Brianna's World. Hello, Mink Coat, Mrs. Nobody. Oh, please hit the like button. Under half of you have hit the like button. Oh, Karen Killerman. We'll be done in a little bit. Hi, Kitty Catty. Hi, Too Many Shoes. Justice for Kylo says, Jay, when my daughter went missing, people talked so much crap about me, but I didn't care. I was out there every day looking for her across 3 counties. I found her about 3 weeks later. I don't understand, KP. Justice, I hope there was a good happy ending to your story. Hi, MCOS. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. 7 True. Good to see you, Heather Wells. Okay, so I have, we're going to go through a little bit of what's to come if we are looking at charges coming, okay? Along with when Sumner County will meet. Okay, so once it goes to the district attorney, which Sumner County will gather everything once they believe they have enough evidence and that they've investigated the crime They've interviewed their witnesses. They've done their forensics, which I'm concerned about. But that's just because we've heard it wasn't done by CP. So, grain of salt, right? And they add, it takes time in the investigation, and that's what they're doing now. And then, as part of the process, the attorney said, a letter to inform a person that the DA is moving ahead in filing charges against that person is often sent out. So, as part of the process procedure for most, a letter to inform a person that the DA is moving ahead and filing charges against that person is often part of the process. Can you imagine receiving that? And I wonder what the people who are responsible for this are thinking with the images coming out and it becoming announcing it was a criminal investigation, going to an Amber Alert, meaning they didn't believe he ran away. I mean, day 2, they must have been wondering, but they obviously had confidence because they've never come forward, and they're trying to stop people from finding him. That really worries me, why they want to stop. So the people can be informed at times, and there's a reason I'm telling you at times, because when it's a grand jury, they're often not. Notice of hearing. Most likely there will also be a notice of hearing to be held for the bringing of these charges to court, requiring that person to appear. If the person fails to appear, the court will issue what is known as the bench warrant. So in the meantime, a person who is likely to be accused can have his or her lawyer active in seeking to have whatever chargeable situation dismissed or delayed with appropriate defense filings. So the DA gets it. They may send a letter to the person saying, we are going to be bringing charges to you. Then there's a there's a notice of hearing to be held, saying a hearing will be held to bring these charges to the court. It requires the person to appear for this hearing. Now, this isn't a grand jury. For the preliminary hearing, if the person fails to appear, then there's a bench warrant. And then during this time, that person very likely has lawyered up, and their lawyer is looking for a way to have the charges dismissed or delayed through filings. And we've seen that in the Idaho 4, right? All the filings and delays. So there's a difference between this hearing we're talking about and the grand jury. It's a preliminary hearing versus a grand jury. A preliminary hearing, and I'm sorry I didn't make them prettier for you. I was getting ready for work and doing this. Preliminary hearing versus grand jury. A preliminary hearing and a grand jury are both elements of the criminal justice system. Oh, sorry, I put in Pennsylvania, my bad. And take place prior to a trial. And they seem similar because they both can result in formal charges being brought against someone for criminal activity, but their procedures are different. And I want us to know what's coming, what we can expect, right? So there's 2 ways this can go. The purpose of a preliminary hearing is to determine whether probable cause exists that a crime occurred and that the person accused committed the crime. So it can go to grand jury or preliminary hearing. A judge then determines probable cause based on the evidence. So there's a judge there based on the evidence presented by the prosecutor at the preliminary hearing. And if it's established the person accused is formally charged with the crime, the case then moves on to the criminal trial phase. So DA can take it to a preliminary hearing. The person is notified of the preliminary hearing. It's the grand jury when they're not, and that they're being accused. Their lawyer is usually working to defend or delay. Okay. Then we have after that, if there's probable cause, if there's probable cause, then at the hearing, then they are formally charged with the crime, and then we get the criminal trial. Okay. Evidence submitted at preliminary hearings is hearsay testimony from police officers involved in the case, recounting not only recollection of events, but also what witnesses told them about the case. And it's not only that, other evidence they have, but hearsay is allowed at the preliminary hearings. Because a lot of times it is what the officers, they're sharing what they have seen or heard or recollected. So it's a little bit more relaxed in the preliminary hearings than we would see in court. Let me pop back in, make sure everyone's good here, see if you have any questions so far. Don't forget we have our members only on Saturday, 1 p.m. And I am going to be giving away as a thank you for your support some Sebastian Rogers merch. Proceeds go to Seth, so it's for a good cause. Peter Pan, you got injured? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Queensland, Australia in the house. Yep, they're going to evaluate evidence into right, Blackhawk. So they'll evaluate that evidence. And then let's see the grand jury, the difference. I've gotten a lot of questions on grand juries, so that's why I wanted to go over it. So we all know, here's what's going to happen once they give it to the DA. The DA will work through it. They'll collaborate. He'll collaborate with his people. And then these are the processes that will occur. So, sorry, I'm trying to eat my breakfast while we do this. So the evidentiary standard of proof is far lower at a preliminary hearing than at trial. And the rules of evidence are also more relaxed. In order to obtain probable cause, evidence that would not be allowed at trial is routinely permitted in a preliminary hearing, such as hearsay. Okay. And it started to say, in fact, one of the most common types of hearsay is from the police officers. Okay. The person accused of a crime during a preliminary hearing is allowed to attend the proceedings, and they are allowed to have legal counsel present to defend their interests. The criminal defense attorney is allowed to cross-examine witnesses at a preliminary hearing that are proffered by the prosecution and submit evidence on the behalf of the defense to counter any claims of probable cause. So in the hearing, you have the defense attorney in there. The defense attorney can be cross-examining if it goes the preliminary hearing route. Okay. Presenting evidence as well. It's not just the prosecution. Now, the grand jury is different. The process is vastly different. The grand jury does not happen in open court. Secret. A grand jury is a secret proceeding. And it oftentimes, the person accused does not even know that the case is being made until after the grand jury has occurred. I always bring up the Little West boys, Orson and Orrin, his foster parents. The grand jury in California met and indicted them without the little ones' bodies. Bless their hearts. Rest in peace. They still have not been located. But they had enough, they thought, to prove that they were deceased. And they indicted them. And they did not even announce the indictment. They did not know they were meeting. And once they found them guilty, they went and arrested them, and we found out about the indictment. So sometimes they'll arrest first so people don't run. So this says a grand jury consists of 16 people. That's not accurate. In Sumner County, it is 12, and I'll show you in the next slide. This is general. A grand jury consists of 12 people from the general public who listen to the prosecutor. They present evidence about They listen to the prosecutor present evidence about a potential crime. The evidence is given as live testimony, and members of the grand jury are allowed to ask questions So they get to interact, okay? That's another difference than with trial, right? They're allowed to ask questions in order to determine whether there's probable cause that a crime was committed. The person accused of committing the crime in a grand jury, or I'm sorry, excuse me, whether probable cause that a crime was committed and that the person accused committed the crime. So they're there to determine whether there's probable cause that the crime was committed and the person accused committed it. In a grand jury, the prosecutor has no obligation to present alibi evidence or anything else that may exonerate the person accused. Once the prosecutor presents the case, the grand jury deliberates in secret to determine whether there is probable cause for formal charges. Unlike a trial jury, where the decision must be unanimous, and this is the 9 of the 16, so we don't know what Sumner County's is. It does not have to be unanimous, okay? There's a majority vote in favor of the prosecution's case to bring formal charges of a criminal act. It's also known as the true bill. You'll hear the grand jury presented a true bill. That's what that means, that formal charges were made. An indictment is filed against the person accused of committing the crime, and that's the grand jury. Oops, sorry, I want to go back. So this is Sumner County's information. Let me come back to y'all real quick, see if we have any new friends in here. Welcome in if you've just come in. Any new mods, welcome in. Thank you. Hi, Hope Floats and Ginger Girls. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi, Too Many Shoes, everyone. That guy. Heather Wells, Maria Gutierrez. Hope everyone's doing well. Federal 16 to 20 jurors. Yeah, this is Sumner County that I was probably, thank you for clarifying that. Austin Shea says federal 16 to 20 jurors. Yes, Sumner County's is 12. And that may be where that number came from. States are variable. Thank you so much, Austin. Much appreciated. I love the way we work together here in this community. Thank you. So sorry, this slide, like I said, I was in a hurry this morning. I wanted to be with you all and give you that update on the 100K hit that's out on At Night People, and that people are threatening families, and that the reward will be substantially raised as we approach the 1-year mark, which is coming soon. We are 20 days away. So the grand jury in Sumner County, this is Sumner County. The grand jury consists of 12 members and meets the first week, Monday through Thursday of every month. So the first week, Monday through Thursday of every month. And we are in, obviously, we are in February. The first Monday through February is this week. So the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Today would be the last day. We don't know if they're meeting or not. Each grand jury serves for 3 months. So there's 12 members of the community. They serve for 3 months. And their duties are to consider all criminal cases submitted to it by the district attorney general, to inquire into any report of a criminal offense brought to its attention by a member of the grand jury, to inquire into any abuse of office by state or local officials, or to report the results of its actions to the court. So the grand jury, first 4 days, Monday through Thursday of each month, every month. So they could have met this week in Sumner County, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Today would be the last day. We don't know. We have absolutely no idea, but I hope so. I hope we're getting close. I hope this helps you understand what might be coming. District attorney. Then we may have a warrant if someone doesn't show up for a preliminary hearing. There may be a grand jury rather than the preliminary hearing. They're very different. The preliminary hearing involves many different steps where where you have they can be, excuse me, I'm sorry, my train of thought just went. So we have the preliminary hearing where they're going to try and determine probable cause based on evidence that's being presented and whether or not they should accuse the person formally. It's submitted. It could be hearsay, which is much more relaxed. And at a grand jury, the jury can ask questions. So it's really, really, really interesting that what might be coming up for us. And I hope it helped from you. I think it's interesting that in the preliminary hearings, they can use the hearsay from the officers and things, and that in the preliminary hearings that the defense attorney's there and they can bring in evidence and also cross-examine, because it's not that way in the grand jury, right? So the grand jury is not open court. Person often doesn't realize it. Okay. And it's people from the public. They deliberate in secret. It doesn't have to be unanimous. And in Sumner County, it's 12 people, and they meet the first Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of every month. Let's see what you have to say, my friends, before I have to get off of here. So, lot going on. The images we're going to discuss again this evening. And I meant to ask you, did Nancy's video come out? Did the video come out, or is it still just the podcast? I haven't had a chance to check. Caroline says she does not foresee any immunity to anyone. Good. I hope you're right. It's so upsetting the way things have gone down in this case. But you know what? The people in the images, and I truly believe, in my opinion, there are individuals in the images. I hope they have their eyes on them. Okay. And I'm sure law enforcement knows, because they've enhanced that footage, and we can garner a lot from what we've done. Imagine what they've done with it, right? So we have hope. Things are getting closer. Jen Coffindaffer, thank you for everything she does to share to our true crime community. She believes they're making some decisions, believe it's time to start making some decisions. They have a theory they're going down the road on. She believes there will be some conclusions and possible charges. This is her opinion to individuals. And I believe as well, there are more than one person involved in this. I think there are a lot of people. I think it's bigger than we thought. I think it's more detailed than we thought. And I think there might be several layers. I don't know. I do feel it's premeditated. We could be wrong. All of us could be wrong in anything we're thinking, right? Oh, we are blessed to have Jen. Just love the insight, Caroline Miller, that she brings to this case. She helps us to see it through a logical law enforcement perspective of what's happening, what might be going on, what could be coming. And I feel very positive after hearing her say she believes law enforcement is onto a theory. They're down the road on that theory. They're going to come to a conclusion and charge individuals. That is her opinion. And I like it. I like it a lot. Well, you all, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will certainly be talking to you this evening. Have a great day until I see you then. And thanks all for being here. Hope for Sebastian Wayne, Drake Rogers, that those searching are safe, that hit is false, that it's made up, that a search for a young man would never get that hateful and serious and critical and dangerous and fatal. And I really think with these kind of things happening, just the federal level of what's going to occur is going to be something, right? So thanks so much for spending my morning with me. I'm off to work, and I will see you all afterwards. Be safe today. Whatever you do, stay safe, be aware of your surroundings. And if you see something, say something, and prayers up for Sebastian Rogers. Thanks for being his army. Talk soon, my friends.